The stories of our world are captured by journalists. Their pens write the history of our society. And student journalists write the history of campuses all across the nation.
The Eastern Progress has had a tradition of excellence for a long time.
The student journalists of the Eastern Progress are the storytellers of Eastern Kentucky University. And this is the story behind the storytellers.
Most important aspect as a student journalist, per se, is really just, telling people stories. Making sure you tell them accurately and keep people informed on what's going on and what's happening here at EKU.
The first issue of the Eastern Progress was published in February of 1922. When the Progress first began, it was published semi-monthly at a rate of 75 cents a year for students or $1 for non-students. The students responsible for creating the Eastern Progress have told the stories, have kept the history, and have kept the student body informed for almost 100 years. However, the Eastern Progress was not the first student publication on EKU's campus. The first student publication of the Eastern Kentucky State Normal School was The Student. It was published monthly from June 1908 until June of 1915. The second publication was The Talisman. The Talisman began publication in October of 1915, and according to a report from 1957 by Jonathan Truman Doris, the last issue of The Talisman was published sometime in 1917. The Progress also gives students a chance to get real-world experience in journalism and to be able to grow their communication skills and their writing skills.
I've said for a long time that what any truly higher education experience does, prepares people to be leaders. And from the standpoint of the student newspaper and Progress, we're preparing people to be leaders in journalism.
There have been many changes over the years to the Progress, from 1922 all the way until 2020. In the inaugural year of the Eastern Progress, and for many years to follow, the Progress was printed using a method called typesetting. In order to print each page, all the letters on the page had to be manually set and sent through a letterpress.
Back then, the Progress was printed in the Richmond Daily Register plant, which was on 2nd Street between Main Street and Water Street. And it was letterpress, big old flatbed Mergenthaler. So we worked with hot type and linotype and Ludlow machines for headlines, and that was educational in and of itself.
The typesetting process was a long and arduous one, and the technology of today has eliminated the need for such a process.
Not only is it different, technology now is better.
Rather than typesetting every page of the Eastern Progress, today's staff use programs such as Adobe InDesign, Microsoft Word, and Adobe Photoshop in order to compose the Eastern Progress. The Eastern Progress has seen many historical events over the years, including the beginning of World War II, the Civil Rights Movement, the attacks on the Twin Towers on 9/11, and many more.
Years on, these stories are going to be here in history. They're going to be in print or on our website digitally, and those will serve as stories that we'll end up telling our kids from years on. Like, yes, we covered President Trump's visit to campus. We covered this change in administration. We covered these huge announcements from the school, and it's history. It's things that will be cemented in history forever. So it's really important for us, to get out there and to be involved and to, make sure that the students' voices are heard.
The Eastern Progress has expanded over the years to include not only a print newspaper, but a website where our stories can be accessed 24/7, a podcasting department, a videography department, and much more social media and online content. The Progress has been an invaluable asset to Eastern Kentucky University for many years and will continue for many years to come. As long as there are dedicated students who wish to seek the truth, to write the history, and to be the storytellers of Eastern Kentucky University, the Eastern Progress will continue to thrive for many years to come.